Donegal High School drumline. Great job. And now fans, please join us as we welcome the Donegal Junior High Chorus for the singing of America the Beautiful. It's the Donegal Junior High Chorus. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to
High Chorus. Thank you.
We've also got our Bud Light fan zone. We've got a family that's been selected right up there. 2 of them are over 21, so they're allowed to have those seats. Congratulations to them enjoying those big seats right behind home plate, and some prizes also for the adults. We've also got our Bud Light fan. And finally, we have got your Schrager Brothers K-Man. When the K-Man comes up to that, you will see and hear the trucks. Then John will let us know who the Schrager Brothers K-Man is. John, who have you selected this evening?
First baseman Randy Ruiz tonight, fun.
So when Randy comes up to bat, we get a chant going, and it goes a little something like this. They're saying slushy. So now the section, as judged by John Whitworth this evening, you are going to win 3 slushies if the Schrager Brothers.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are 1 quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play. And the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
We're live here at Constellation Field in Sugarland in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And it is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball here at Clipper Magazine Stadium as the Long Island Ducks get set to take on the Lancaster Barnstormers in the first of three here in southern Pennsylvania. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action as the Ducks look to follow up and win yet another series on the road. The Ducks took 2 of 3 from the Sugarland Skeeters in Sugarland, Texas, before heading here to Lancaster. They were trying to take 3 of 4, but unfortunately the Ducks were unable to do that in terms of taking the 3 out of 4 as the rains prevented yesterday's game from being played down in Sugarland, Texas. And so the Ducks and Barnstormers will instead play here today in game 1 of this 3-game series. Ducks enter today at 16-12 overall. They are 3 games in back of the Somerset Patriots in the Liberty Division standings. As for the Barnstormers, they are 18-13. They have played well here at home, 10-5 mark here at home. And the Barnstormers, though, are coming off a 5-game sweep at the hands of their southern Pennsylvania rivals. That is the York Revolution over the weekend at Santander Stadium in York, Pennsylvania. Revolution sweeping all 5 games, of that series. So now Lancaster is in second place in the Freedom Division, and they are a game in back of the Revolution. The Barnstormers have had some good success this season against the Liberty Division. They are 11-3, including 8-3 here at home. Ducks have been successful against the Freedom Division. They are 12-7 against the Freedom, and the Ducks have won 2 consecutive series after they swept Southern Maryland at Bethpage Ballpark Monday through Thursday, and then took 2 of 3 again down in Sugarland, Texas. It was a roller coaster week for the Barnstormers because prior to getting swept in that 5-game set by York, they had won all 4 games against the Bridgeport Bluefish, who have been struggling of late. So it's been kind of an up and down stretch of games over the course of this past week for the Barnstormers. While the Ducks have continued their winning ways, they have won 4 of 5 series now on the road, including 4 straight after they dropped 2 of 3 to Somerset during the opening series of the year. So it's been good times for the Ducks of late, and they will try and continue their success here tonight when they open up a series against Lancaster. We had some rain and nasty thunderstorms that came through during the day. I wonder if the Ducks brought them from Sugarland, Texas, where a line of heavy thunderstorms came through right after the Ducks took off this morning and headed to Baltimore's Washington International Airport before they bust here to Lancaster, and the Ducks fortunately able to get out before those storms came through. We had some thunderstorms here today, but right now the tarp is off the field, the rain has stopped, and the field looks fantastic. We're going to take a break on the pregame show. When we come back, I sit down with Ducks pitching coach Steve Foucault to talk about the terrific success of the pitchers, specifically the starters, over the course of this last week.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination. We are back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium getting the set for the start of tonight's game between the Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers. Two teams who met in the 2012 Atlantic League Championship Series. It was on this field where the Ducks fell in Game 1 but rallied back with a 6-run ninth inning to win Game 2 over the Barnstormers and even the series at a game apiece. The starting pitching has been fantastic for the Ducks of late, the pitching as a whole, but specifically the starters. Over the course of this past week, Ducks starters are a combined 5-0 with a 1.08 ERA, and in 50 innings they've allowed just 8 runs, 6 of them earned on 40 hits, with 13 walks to 31 strikeouts. Included in that are 4 shutouts overall on the season. 4 shutouts on the season, including 2 down in Sugar Land, Texas. I had the chance to catch up with the man who leads the pitching staff, that is pitching coach Steve Foucault, before this evening's ball game. Well, Steve, the road trip continues tonight here in Lancaster, and over the last week, the Ducks have won 6 of 7, and starting pitching has been the key. Just talk about the starters and how strong they've been over the course of this last week.
Starting pitchers have seemed to put it all together as a unit, and they're throwing a lot of strikes and getting a lot of ground ball and pop fly outs in the infield with guys in scoring position. The key is getting ahead of the hitters and not walking guys. We're doing a good job of that so far.
Do you feel like the biggest difference has been because of the quick start to the season, the short spring training? Guys are now starting to get in mid-season form, and it just takes them a couple starts to get through?
Yeah, normally the pitchers are ahead of the hitters, but in this league it's not always the case because a lot of the hitters have had spring training and a lot of the pitchers have not. So it's about 50-50, and a couple of pitchers that we had that pitched winter ball got off to a slow start, and they seem to be pitching better in the last couple of weeks.
One pitcher who really has turned things around is Sean Garceau, was named the Atlantic League Player of the Week for this past week after the complete game shutout on Sunday. What have you noticed has been the biggest difference from him over the last 3 starts versus his first 3?
Well, for him, a lot had to do with his arm speed. He didn't have any arm speed on his breaking balls. They were just kind of slopped up there, and they were short of the plate, or they were way high. He seems to have gotten his arm strength back over the last couple of weeks because he had an injury that resulted from pitching in Puerto Rico. He seems to be healthy now, and he has his arm speed back, and that's key to him. John Brownell will start tomorrow, and he's another guy who turned in 7 shutout innings in Sugar Land. As the ace of the staff, how important is it to get him turned around after a couple tough starts to open the year? Yeah, he pitched a winter ball too, and he had some problems down there, and he did some mechanical changes, and I noticed it first time I watched him throw, but I let him go through it because he had a good explanation as to why he was doing that. And through his struggles the early part of the year, we've gone back to what he did in the past, and it seemed to have worked the last couple times he's pitched. The bullpen, too, has been something that's been a consistent force over the year. Now you lose closer Leo Rosales to the Mexican League. How much does that affect you guys, and what's the plan going forward? It does affect us, but we have John Malone back now, and John will take that spot on an every other day basis until he gets his arm in shape to pitch back-to-back days, which will probably be another week. And we have Jeremy Accardo, who's done that in the big leagues, and Neeson can do it, and we've got a few other. Brett Loren can probably do it for us too, so we're okay. Does it kind of take a little bit of the burden off your shoulders knowing you've had so many guys at the back end of the bullpen who have been so successful already this year? Yeah, they're experienced guys, and a lot of them have pitched in the back end, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, and that's nice to see, especially when our starting pitchers are pitching through 6, 7, and 8 innings every night. This pitching staff comes into this series, and they're going to face a Lancaster Barnstormer team that has Blake Galen, one of the league's top hitters, Cole Garner, one of the top power guys in the league. What's the scouting report against those guys, and how do you tell the pitchers to approach 2 batters like that? Well, you just got to make good pitches to them all the time. They're going to get hits regardless of how you attack those guys, because pitchers are human and make mistakes, physical mistakes. And you can't let those guys beat you late in the game when the game's on the line. You come from a ballpark in Constellation Field down in Sugar Land, Texas, that's extremely big to right field, extremely a pitcher's ballpark overall, to this ballpark where it's just 300 feet down the right field line, that short porch. What's the difference in terms of how you approach the hitters, and how tough is it for a pitcher to go and attack a lineup with this ballpark? You can't pitch too much differently because you really need to pitch to your strengths in this league more than the hitter's weaknesses. But there are times when you do attack a weakness if it's very prevalent and everybody in the world can see it. And finally, how much are you enjoying being here, going out to try and win a 3rd straight championship with this team after the way the last 2 years finished up? Yeah, you really don't. Not many people get an opportunity like this, and it is challenging, and you just take it like any other year. It's pitch by pitch and day by day.
Thanks so much, Steve. Best of luck here in the series against Lancaster.
Thanks, Mike.
That is Steve Foucault, the pitching coach of the Long Island Ducks, talking about the great pitching, specifically by the starters of late, and they will try and continue that with Jared Lansford on the mound tonight. We're going to take a break. When we come back, closer look at the pitching matchup, the starting lineups, and first pitch of this evening's game between the Ducks and the Barnstormers at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
The Lancaster Barnstormers have taken the field here at Clipper Magazine Stadium as we get set for the start of tonight's game between the Ducks and the Barnstormers. Game one of a three-game series. Ducks will go with right-handed pitcher Jared Lansford tonight. He is 1-0 with a 2.31 ERA through 3 starts. His first came here back on May the 10th, and he pitched well, 3 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits and 3 walks while striking out 5. He'll be opposed by lefty Clayton Tanner, and we'll tell you more about him after tonight's God Bless America and then National Anthem here on the field at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
And now, fans, please remain standing for our national anthem as we honor the United States of America, tonight performed by Donegal primary students.
Very nice job with our national anthem. Children from the Donegal Primary School as part of School Spirit Night here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Terrific job with God Bless America and the national anthem. So as we were continuing, the Barnstormers will go with left-handed pitcher Clayton Tanner here tonight. Tanner has gotten off to a rough start this year. He is just 1-2 with a 7.22 ERA. This will be his 7th start of the season. His problem, he's given up way too many hits. 44 hits in 28 2/3 innings. He has walked just 6, but has struck out 24, and opponents are hitting .344 against him. So it'll be up to the lefty Tanner to do what he did the last time he faced the Ducks back at Bethpage Ballpark on May 8th, and that is hold them to just 1 run over 6 innings. He allowed 6 hits and struck out 4 in a Barnstormer victory that completed a 3-game sweep of the Ducks at Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks, though, returned the favor somewhat when they came here May 9th through 11th, and they took 2 of 3 from Lancaster en route to a 4-2 road trip. The Ducks are 2 of 3 so far here on this road trip. And now it's time to take a look at the starting lineup that Kevin Baez will throw out there against left-handed pitcher Clayton Tanner. It'll be Phelan Lentini leading off. He is the center fielder. Cody Puckett will bat second and play second base. And hitting third, the designated hitter tonight is Lou Ford. In the cleanup spot is the left fielder. That is Joe Ashbrodeen. Randy Ruiz will get the start at first base and bat fifth. Hitting sixth back at third base is Brendan Harris. John Myers will start in right field tonight and bat seventh. Keith Castillo doing the catching and hitting eighth. And rounding out the order is the Duck shortstop. That is Dan Lyons. For Butch Hobson's Lancaster Barnstormers, Yusuke Kachimoto will lead off. He is at second base. Lance Sawatsky, the shortstop, bats second. And hitting third, the center fielder is Blake Galen. Cole Garner is in left field. He hits in the cleanup spot. Austin Gallagher at first base bats fifth. Brock Kielgard is the DH and sixth hitter. Greg Olson is in right field. He will bat seventh. Hitting eighth is the third baseman Tony Delmonico. And rounding out the order is the catcher Juan Apodaca. So we are just about set for baseball on a very humid night here in Lancaster. Again, yesterday's game between the Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters was postponed due to rain after the two teams got 3 innings in amidst several delays, and then finally the game ended up getting postponed. And then we had some rain here earlier today, heavy thunderstorms in the area, but ultimately that has passed, and we are just about set for baseball on a Tuesday evening here in Lancaster. Tanner from the windup is ready, and his first offering of the night is outside for ball one. Ducks are in their road gray jerseys here tonight. First time in the road trip that they're wearing the grays with the Long Island inscript on the front and the number on the front and the back. Lantini takes a strike, this time on the outside corner, and the count is even at 1-1. Barnstormers are in their home white jersey, Lancaster in block letters across the front of the jersey with the number and last name on the back in red. Taken down low for a ball, and the count goes to 2-1 on Lantini, who is at .289 on the year, no home runs, and 16 runs batted in. Here's the pitch from Tanner. Takes over the inside corner, a called strike. Lantini did not like the call. The count 2-2. Lantini in his second trip back here to Clipper Magazine Stadium, and now in a heated discussion with the home plate umpire. Here tonight, that is John Harrington, who was at home plate, and Lantini not liking the calls here. Now he's talking to Kevin Baez, the third base coach and manager for the Ducks, trying to express his point. 2-2 from Tanner, swinging a ground ball foul along the third base line. So that'll keep the count right where it is at 2-2. Joining John Harrington is Bill Reuter. He is over at first base, and Buzz Albert is the umpire over at third. Another 2-2 on the way. That's off the outside corner, and that'll run the count full on Lantini. The lefty pitcher against the righty batter. And the 3-2 to Lantini is fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Good cut. So he will stay alive. Lantini has been at the top of the Ducks lineup for the better part of this season. Good table setter, especially with his speed on the base paths. And now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Well hit but playable, as the center fielder Blake Galen treks over and makes the catch for the first out. Now if you're going to hit the ball out here, you want to aim for right field. It is just 300 feet to the wall in right, and then that high 20-foot wall with the picnic tables on top. It is a hitter's paradise here in Lancaster out to right field. .400 to straightaway center, and then down the left field line it's .320, which isn't all that bad. But then a diagonal slant out much deeper before it cuts across to center field. Lots of room in left and not a lot of room at all in right. Cody Puckett now the hitter, and he takes inside for ball 1. Puckett, the 2-hitter and second baseman, at .295 on the season. He has 2 homers and 15 runs batted in. 1-0. Ripped on the ground right at third. Nice grab by Tony Delmonico, and his throw across right on the money for out number 2. Puckett hit it hard, but hit it right at Delmonico for the second out. Defensively for the Barnstormers here today, it is Cole Garner in left, Blake Galen in center, and Greg Golson around in right. So it's the triple G's in the outfield. Garner, Galen, and Golson from left to right. On the infield, Tony Delmonico is at third, Lance Sawatsky is the shortstop, Yusuke Kajimoto, the Japanese second baseman, and Austin Gallagher is over at first. Doing the catching behind home plate is Juan Apodaca. And on the mound is Clayton Tanner. So 2 down and the base is empty for the Ducks. And that will send up Lou Ford, the designated hitter this evening, and number 3 batter, first pitch, and he'll take inside for ball 1. Again, the Barnstormers trying to get back in the win column after getting swept in a 5-game series in New York by the Revolution over the Memorial Day weekend as Ford takes a 1-0 low. The Ducks are trying to continue their winning ways. They took 2 of 3 in Sugar Land and have won 6 of their last 7 games. 6 of the last 7 and 7 of the last 9. 2-0 is chomped on the ground foul to the Ducks dugout on the third base side by Ford. Count 2-1. Lou Ford has taken over the league lead in batting as Blake Galen has now slipped down to 382. So Ford's 383 batting average tops in the Atlantic League. He has 5 home runs and 24 runs batted in, the 24 RBI, tying him for 4th place in the league. 2-1. That is off the outside corner for ball 3. If Ford gets on, Joe Ash Brodeen would be next. No wind to speak of here. Lights on all around Clipper Magazine Stadium tonight, and the 3-1 is way outside for ball 4. So Tanner allows his first base runner of the game, and it's a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So the speedy DH, Lou Ford, works his way on, and that will bring up Joe Ash Brodeen, switch hitting left fielder tonight. And he is going to bat from the right side against the lefty Clayton Tanner. My name is Michael Pollack. Thanks so much for spending your Tuesday evening with me. Hope you all had a great Memorial Day weekend. First pitch from Tanner to Brodeen, chopped on the ground towards the middle. Yusuke Kajimoto, the second baseman, had Brodeen played perfectly, and he takes the force out at second. 2 end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left for the Ducks after a half inning. It's the Ducks nothing and the Barnstormers coming to bat.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score yet between the Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers. The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. Well, 2 Liberty Division rivals now this year, the Ducks and the Somerset Patriots, both playing here in southern Pennsylvania this week. The Ducks 3 games against the Lancaster Barnstormers. And the Patriots, who lead the Ducks by 3 games in the Liberty Division standings, are about 25 to 30 minutes to the west of us here in York, Pennsylvania. In fact, on the trip from Baltimore Washington International Airport up here to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the Ducks drove right through the town of York and passed right by Santander Stadium. Almost felt like the team was going on a trip to York, but just passing through on their way to Lancaster. And this already the Ducks' second visit to this ballpark here in 2014. Ducks and Barnstormers have played 6 times already this year. By the end of this series, they will have played 9 times in the first 5.5 weeks of the season. It's incredible how many times these two teams are facing each other, and not to mention the fact that next Monday through Thursday at Bethpage Ballpark, the Barnstormers will be coming to town for 4. So the Ducks and Barnstormers getting very familiar with each other here early on. And the Barnstormers will come to the plate against Jared Lansford here in the bottom of the first. It'll be Yusuke Kajimoto, Lance Zawatsky, and Blake Galen. First pitch on the way from Jared Lansford. He kicks and fires, and Kajimoto takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Kajimoto has been terrific for Lancaster in the leadoff spot this year. He's hitting .344, 2 homers, 10 runs batted in. And the 0-1, swing and a foul tip into the glove of Keith Castillo. And Jared Lansford quickly ahead at 0-2. Lansford steps back up on the rubber looking for the sign, and the 0-2 offering from the right-hander is upstairs for ball 1. Kajimoto is a switch hitter, so he bats from the left side, was born in Osaka and now resides in Tokyo, out in Japan. One of 3 players from the Far East on this roster for Lancaster as he swings and fouls one third base side up onto the lower concourse. Bullet into the crowd, which tonight is fairly light. A couple school groups in attendance, primarily from a school group that is celebrating school spirit here tonight. That's the Donegal Primary School. Many of them in their green shirts. Kajimoto a ground ball here to second. Cody Puckett gobbles it up and fires way wide at first. And safe is Kajimoto. I don't know if Cody Puckett lost the handle on it or what, but his throw to Randy Ruiz at first was much closer to the home plate side of first base, and that's going to be an error on Puckett, his 6th of the season.
Second, the shortstop, number 11, Lance Zawatsky.
Well, not the way the Ducks wanted to start defensively, getting Kajimoto to hit a ground ball. You want to keep him off the bases. He has 6 steals and 6 attempts this year, but Puckett with the error, and 1 on, nobody out, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Lance Zawatsky, who bats from the left side. Zawatsky is also a switch hitter for Lancaster, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. You wonder if the ball was a little bit slippery. Again, lots of rain fell on this field for about a couple hours before this evening's ball game. They took the tarp off about an hour before game time. 1-0 coming from Lansford, and this is outside again for ball 2, and Keith Castillo is going to go out and talk with his right-hander. So you wonder if that ball was a little bit slippery when Puckett threw it over to first, and that's what caused the miscue. Regardless, runner at first base with no one out, and a 2-0 count now on Lance Zawatsky, who's hitting .245 this year with 3 home runs and 8 runs driven in. 2-0. Fastball, there's a strike in at the knees from Lansford, and the count 2-1 on Zawatsky. Lansford so far this season 1-0 with a 2.31 earned run average. This is his fourth start, of the season. He has gone 5 innings for his longest start of the year. That was his last time out. 2-1. Lifted in the air to right center field. Racing over to his right is Myers. To his left is Lentini, and it's Phelan Lentini, the former Barnstormer, who makes the catch for the first out. Defensively for the Ducks tonight, Joe Ashbrodeen gets the start in left field. Phelan Lentini is in center, and John Myers is over in right. On the infield from left to right, Brendan Harris is back in the lineup at third base after Chris McClendon played the 3 games down in Sugar Land. Shortstop Dan Lyons, Cody Puckett at second, and Randy Ruiz is over at first. Behind home plate doing the catching is Keith Castillo. And Silo, the Barnstormer mascot, saying hello to us here in the broadcast booth. So a count of 0-0 as Blake Galen comes to the plate. Throw over to first, and back safely is Kajimoto. Blake Galen has been a wrecking force so far this year for Lancaster. We'll go through his numbers momentarily, and it's a surprise that he has not gotten signed by a major league organization to this point here in 2014. First pitch here, he squares the bunt, bunts it up the third base line. Lansford off the mound, bare hands, throws to first in time for the out. Nice play by Jared Lansford to get off the mound quickly, bare hand the baseball, and fire a strike to first to get Galen out. So Kajimoto goes down to second on the bunt attempt by Galen. It seemed like there he was trying to bunt for a single. Usually you don't see the sacrifice with one out. But Lansford made a nice play to get the speedy Blake Galen 2 away, and that'll bring up the dangerous left fielder Cole Garner. But Blake Galen now second in the league in batting at .382. He leads the league with 73 total bases, leads the league with 11 doubles. It's all over that league leaderboard. Third in homers, second in runs batted in, third in runs scored. Here's Cole Garner, who's also among the league leaders in several offensive categories. And the first pitch to Garner, ripped on the ground up the middle into center field, a base hit. Around third is Kajimoto. He will come home to score. It's an RBI single for Cole Garner, and Lancaster leads at 1-0. Cole Garner picks up his 30th run batted in of the year, swinging first pitch, and he grounds the base hit up the middle, continues to do damage against the Ducks. That is an unearned run. And so now a runner at first with 2 away for Austin Gallagher. Garner was at .291 before that base hit with 7 homers. Now he's got 30 runs batted in on the year. And those 30 RBI lead the Atlantic League now by 3 over teammate Blake Galen. Here's Austin Gallagher from the left side. Lansford's first pitch, and he will deal a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Gallagher at .214 on the year, 1 home run, 8 runs batted in. And now the 0-1 from Lansford is low. That'll leave enough to count at a ball and a strike. Sun trying to peek through the clouds here behind the left field wall. It has been overcast all day. And now the sun trying to break through those clouds. Hopefully we'll be rain free throughout this evening's ball game. Garner leads at first, being held on by Ruiz. And the 1-1 is a strike on the outside corner. So the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 run in on the RBI single by Cole Garner. And Lansford trying to avoid any further trouble. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Jared Lansford. Kicks and fires, and this is ripped on the ground towards the middle, right to Dan Lyons. It kicked off the mound and went right to Lyons, who steps on the second base bag and retires the side. 1 unearned run on 1 hit and 1 big error. 1 left on base for the Barnstormers as well. We've played 1 full here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It's Lancaster 1 and Long Island 0.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Back at Clipper Magazine Stadium, we go to the second inning. The Barnstormers with an early 1-0 lead over the Ducks. Time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. And the good news is everybody on the Ducks roster is healthy right now. Ducks did lose a player this past week as Leo Rosales was signed by the Leones de Yucatan in the Mexican League. So Rosales will go to Mexico, and as you heard from pitching coach Steve Foucault on the pregame show, John Malone will take over the closing duties for the Ducks. First pitch on the way to Randy Ruiz is taken for a strike from Clayton Tanner, and the count is 0-1. Ruiz at 7 of 25 on the year, no homers, 2 runs batted in thus far for the Ducks. And the 0-1 is low and inside, even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Tanner works out of the windup, and the 1-1 is upstairs for a ball, 2-1 now. Tanner works out of the windup, but he stands as if he is in the stretch. He stands looking towards the first base dugout, but then pulls his right foot back and deals. And here Ruiz chops one down the third base line foul. And will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tanner works quickly, and here comes his 2-2 offering to Ruiz. It is high, and that'll run the count full at 3-2. He'll be followed by Brendan Harris and then John Myers as the Ducks send 5, 6, and 7 to the plate in their order. 3-2, low and inside for ball 4, so Ruiz draws the walk. And the second walk allowed by Tanner. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. So Ruiz is on at first, and that will bring up the third baseman and 6-hitter Brendan Harris. Lancaster has not had any problems offensively this year. That has been their strong point so far this season. League-leading .268 batting average, league-leading total in runs at 163, and in homers at 38. First pitch, and this is taken inside for ball 1 by Harris. So Lancaster's offense best in the league, with their pitching staff with a 4.27 ERA, that is 6th of the 8 teams, and their defense with a .968 fielding percentage, that is tied for 6th in the league. So they've got the offense, now they need the pitching and the defense to get back on track after losing 5 straight to York, and a 1-0 misses low and inside, and Tanner has lost the strike zone here. Count goes to 2-0 on Harris, who is 6 of his first 22 in a Ducks uniform, no home runs, and 2 runs batted in. Hits from the right side against the left-hander Tanner as Ruiz takes his lead at first. 2-0. Fouled off first base side up into the sweet level, and then it caroms back down below. Ducks have all righties or switch hitters in their lineup. Lentini a righty, Puckett a righty, Ford a righty. Then you have Brodin a switch hitter. Ruiz, Harris, Myers all righties. Castillo a switch hitter, and Lyons a righty. The 2 straight lefties on their team, Bailey and McClendon, getting the evening off. Be a 2-1 as Ruiz leads at first, being held on by Gallagher. And the pitch on the way is hit high in the air, deep to center field. Blake Galen goes back but has room, and he'll make the catch to retire Harris. So Harris hits it well, but hits it to straightaway center, and there's one away. Harris hadn't played at all in Sugar Land, Texas, as Texas native Chris McClendon got the start in all 3 games and got to play in front of friends and family down in Texas. So with 1 on and 1 out, here is John Myers, the Ducks right fielder tonight, hitting in the number 7 spot. First pitch upcoming, and this is taken for a called strike in the count, 0-1. Myers so far this season at 170, 8 of 47, no homers and 2 runs batted in. Oh-1. Myers chops this one to short, fielded there by Zawatsky. He goes to second for 1 and over to first for the double play. So 6-4-3 double play hit into by John Myers, and that will retire the Ducks here in the second. No runs, no hits, and because of the twin killing, nobody left on base. We have played 1.5. It is Lancaster 1 and Long Island nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Bark in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
To the bottom half of the second inning we go. There is a 1-0 lead for the Lancaster Barnstormers so far in this game as Jared Lansford returns back to the mound for his second inning of work. And the Ducks entering today with a record of 16-12. That is tied for their high watermark this year of 4 games over 500. As for the Barnstormers, they are 18-13 and again have fallen to 1 game behind the York Revolution in the Freedom Division standings, thanks to the Revolution's 5-game sweep over the weekend at Santander Stadium. And it should be a good battle in the Freedom Division. Sugar Land, because of Lancaster's struggles, has crept to within 4.5 games of the Revolution in the Freedom Division standings. So those 3 teams should be battling pretty good for the first place title in the Freedom Division, and the Ducks and Patriots doing a good job battling in the Liberty Division standings. Ducks are just 3 games in back of the Somerset Patriots. My correction here, Sugar Land is 5 games in back of York. But the Ducks are just 3 games in back of Somerset, who is playing in York this week. Camden 8.5 in back of Somerset. Bridgeport is 9 back. Bridgeport has lost each of their last 10 games. And the Bluefish really struggling big time right now. The Ducks trying to take advantage, and we'll see if the Ducks can do what they did last time they were here, and that is win this series. They took 2 of 3 last time out. We'll see if the Patriots can, if the Ducks can get some help from the Revolution when they play the Patriots. First pitch is in for a called strike. The count 0-1 on Brock Keelgard, the designated hitter. He is the 6th batter, hitting .230 on the year, 14 of 61 thus far. Here comes the 0-1, and that fastball misses low and outside, even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Keelgard has hit 5 home runs already in 61 at-bats, 9 runs batted in. One ball, 1 strike pitch upcoming. Kick in the offering is swung on and lifted down the right field line foul. And this will hit off the facing of the seating bowl. So the count is 1-2. Keelgard is a native of Canada, who I guess broke his bat there on the foul ball, so we'll go back to the dugout and get a new piece of lumber. Keelgard was born in Edmonton, Alberta, and now resides in London, Ontario. London, Ontario, the same place where Joash Brodeen led the Frontier League in hitting with the London Rippers, a team that folded middle of the 2012 season, allowing Brodeen to make his way to the Ducks. And the rest is history. He's helped the Ducks to 2 Atlantic League championships since coming over middle of 2012. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Brock Keelgard. Kick and the pitch from Jared Lansford is swung on and missed for strike 3. Ball was in the dirt, so Castillo will throw over to Ruiz for the putout. First strikeout of the evening for Lancer. And there's one away.
Greg Golson.
So with the one away, that'll bring up Greg Golson, who will bat from the right side. Golson is the right fielder and 7-hitter for Lancaster. So Golson steps up to the plate, and Jared Lancer steps onto the pitching rubber. First baseman Ruiz playing well off the bag at first for the righty hitter, and the first pitch on the way is a fastball strike over the inside corner, 0-1. Golson is hitting just .238 here in 2014, 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in thus far. And now the 0-1. Swung on and lifted into right field. Over is Myers, but he'll play it on a few hops for a base hit. So Greg Golson goes the opposite way for a single.
Number 31, Tony Delmonico.
And as you hear, Tony Delmonico will now step up to home plate. Last time Jared Lansford pitched for the Ducks was against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at Bethpage Ballpark. He got the start on Thursday in the finale of the 4-game series and earned his first win as a starter for the Ducks. Throw over to first to chase Golson back to the bag. Lansford went 5 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 unearned runs, thanks to an error by Dan Lyons in the 4th inning. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. He threw 101 pitches, 63 of them for strikes. Long looking for Lancer, and he'll turn and throw over to first again to chase Golson back to the bag. Golson is definitely a stolen base threat. 9 steals this year. He's been caught 3 times. Spent the early part of this season in the leadoff spot in the order, and now drops down to the number 7 spot as this pitch misses low and away for Delmonico, and the count 1-0. Golson had been hitting leadoff and Kajimoto in the 2nd spot, and now with the struggles of Golson, he gets moved down in the order, and Kajimoto gets moved up to the top spot in the batting order. So count of 1-0 here. Lancer deals to the plate. Delmonico slashes one foul to the first base side out of play. And the count will even up at 1-1. Delmonico hitting .302 in limited action, 13 of 43. 1 home run, 6 runs batted in. Golson takes his lead. Lancer looks in for the sign. Now the right-hander's 1-1. Swung on a chopped foul to the third base dugout. Might have caught the front foot of Delmonico, which would be his left foot. So the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sun has dipped back behind the clouds now, and overcast evening, a very humid one here, but with the rain coming through, temperatures have cooled off a little bit. And now the 1 ball, 2 strike offering. Kick on the pitch is just off the outside corner. And that'll even up the count at 2-2 on Tony Delmonico. Juan Apodaca, the catcher and 9-hitter, waiting on deck. See if Lancer is able to get the ground ball here with the runner at first and 1 away. Throw over, and Golson is back safely once again. Lancer doing a good job paying attention to the base runner, keeping him close. Looking in for the sign from Castillo. Now he gets the pitch he likes. And the 2-2 offering. Swung on and ripped into center field, a base hit for Delmonico. Lantini will pick it up and fire it back in. The ball went all the way to third, and Harris had a tough time with it. Luckily, the runner stayed put. So back-to-back one-out hits for the Barnstormers as Golson singles to right, Delmonico to center. And Lancaster threatening here against Jared Lansford for the 2nd straight inning. Ducks aided the Barnstormers in the first with a run as Cody Puckett threw away the ball to first on the grounder by Kajimoto, and instead of a ground out, it ended up being an E4, and that ended up leading to the 2-out RBI single by Cole Garner. Now here, 2 singles, 1 lightly hit to right, 1 hard hit to center. And now the catcher, a 9-hitter, Juan Apodaca, will come up to bat. So here is Apodaca against Lansford. Runner at second, the speedy Golson. The runner at first is Delmonico. On the first pitch, Apodaca takes a strike. Good fastball from Lansford. The count 0-1. Apodaca hitting .244 thus far, 11 for 45 at the plate. No homers and 3 runs batted in. Now time is called as Lansford will go through the signs. Obviously, Jared Lansford, his first 2 seasons with the Ducks, he was a relief pitcher, solely a relief pitcher, but wanted the opportunity to start. Kevin Byes granted him that opportunity. And now the 0-1. Missed inside, even the count at a ball and a strike. There, of course, is an adjustment period as a relief pitcher. Usually a lot more time in between pitches, and oftentimes you're trying to blow away hitters with hard fastballs and strikes. Try and strike out guys, but as a starting pitcher, kind of have to develop a little bit more of a routine, and Lansford is in the process of doing that, seeking out a lot of advice from his fellow starting pitchers in the rotation. 1-1, chopped on the ground foul behind Butch Hobson, the manager, coaching at third base for the Barnstormers, and the count goes to 1-2. So slowly but surely, Lansford is learning the ropes as a starting pitcher again. Began early in his career as a starter and then became primarily a reliever. Now back into his starting role. And so far he's pitched well again. 1-0, 2.31 ERA. Those are definitely impressive numbers. Runners lead at first and second, 1 out. Barnstormers ahead by 1. And Lansford will kick and turn back towards Golson at second. So he's keeping a keen eye on Greg Golson when he was at first base and now when he's at second base. Butch Hobson is a manager who does like to put runners in motion and play a little bit of small ball as well. 1-2 pitch upcoming from the right-hander. Shakes off Castillo, and now time is called at home plate by Apodaca. Right-handed hitter gets back into the box now, and Lansford will look in for the sign once again. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way, and this is swung and fouled off at the plate as Apodaca chopped it right into the ground. Ducks have won 6 of their last 7 games. Over the past week, right-handed pitcher Sean Garceau was honored by the Atlantic League today. He was named Atlantic League Player of the Week. 16 shutout innings over the last week, including a complete game 5-hit shutout in Sugarland on Sunday. Definitely a well-deserved honor. Now it's 2 straight weeks in which a Ducks player has been named Atlantic League Player of the Week. Lou Ford had gotten that honor the previous week. And now it's Sean Garceau. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch once again upcoming, and again Apodaca calls time at home plate. Got to be frustrating Jared Lansford a bit. He's getting ready to deal to the catcher, and Apodaca has asked for time a couple times. Long at bat here as the count is 1-2 still. And the pitch from Lansford is low in the dirt. Good block at home plate by Castillo, and that keeps the runners right where they are. So that'll even up the count at 2-2. Lansford is in his 3rd season as a Duck. Came here early in 2012. Spent all of last year with the team and rejoins the team here for a 3rd season in 2014. Runners go. The 2-2 is low for a ball. The throw goes down to second, and it is high. So safe at second base is Delmonico. Safe at third is Golson, a double steal. And now a count of 3-2 on Apodaca, and runners at second and third. First stolen base of the year for Delmonico, and the 10th for Golson. So now runners at second and third, 1 out, and a 3-2 count on Juan Apodaca. want to allow the 9-hitter to get on with Yusuke Kajimoto waiting on deck. And the 3-2 pitch from the right-hander is swung on and fouled off first base side, out of play. Barnstormers as a team this year have stolen 46 bases now and have been caught only 8 times. They're certainly a team with a good amount of speed in their lineup, and they certainly like to use it. 44 steals, tops in the Atlantic League. Bridgeport second with 40. 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him to cut through a fastball on the outside corner. Second strikeout of the inning for Lansford. And a big second out. And now he'll deal with Yusuke Kajimoto.
Yusuke Kajimoto.
So coming to the plate is Kajimoto. And he is again a switch hitter batting from the left side. He reached on the error by Cody Puckett back in the first inning. Hit a weak ground ball to second, and Puckett's throw went wide of Ruiz at first. First pitch here, and Kajimoto takes a strike on the outside corner. Important for Lansford and the Ducks to avoid the 2-out base hits by Lancaster. It's what hurt the Ducks during the 3-game sweep at Bethpage Ballpark by Lancaster. And already 1 run scoring on a 2-out hit by Cole Garner. 0-1. Kajimoto takes a fastball over the inside corner for a strike. During the series against the Revolution, Kajimoto hit well. He was 7 of 17, 4 doubles, 3 stolen bases, and a run batted in. For his last 7 though, and it'll be an 0-2 from Lansford. From the windup, he deals, and Kajimoto takes down low. Checked the swing, thought about going around, and held up. The count now 1-2. Again, Kajimoto with 4 doubles against the Revolution, now with 7 on the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way from Lansford, swung on in line over third and into left field, a base hit. In to score from third is Colson. Delmonico around third, he'll score. Another 2-out hit for the Barnstormers, and they lead it 3-0 here in the second inning. So the Barnstormers come through again with 2 out. The double steal pays off as Kajimoto picks up RBIs 11 and 12 on the year. And Golson and Delmonico score on the play. So 3 runs have scored here with 2 out in the ball game. And that'll leave it up to the shortstop, Lance Sawatsky. That wasn't a hard hit ball, just a little flare over third, but well placed by Kajimoto, and the first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Sawatsky flies to center in his first at bat. And now the 0-1 from Lansford. Kicks and fires, and this is fouled back to the screen behind home plate. So the count is now 0-2. The 2-out hit by Garner was on the first pitch, whereas Sawatsky singling with 2 strikes on him. So it is a 3-0 Barnstormer lead. A throw over to first and back safely is Sawatsky. This breaks a string of 4 straight games in which the Ducks had scored the game's first run. They did in the final game in Southern Maryland and in all 3 that they played in Sugar Land. They even did it yesterday in the first inning, though that game ended up getting postponed, so the stats don't count.
You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
Another throw over to first, and Kajimoto was back safely. 0-2 coming to Sawatsky. Kick and the pitch, runner goes, it's outside for a ball. The throw down to second base is in time for the out. Nice throw by Castillo on a hop to Lyons, and he applied the tag on the foot of Kajimoto. First time that Kajimoto's been caught stealing this year, and the side is retired. 2 runs though for Lancaster on 3 hits, including the 2-out, 2-run single by Kajimoto. Nobody left on base. And through 2 innings, it's the Barnstormers 3 and the Ducks 0 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that the rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We move on to the third inning here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Barnstormers have jumped out to a 3-0 lead over the Ducks on a couple of 2-out hits. The RBI single to center by Cole Garner in the first, and the 2-run single to left by Yusuke Kajimoto in the second. So Jared Lansford and the Ducks are in an early hole, and they will try and knock into that deficit here in the third when they send up Keith Castillo, Dan Lyons, and Phelan Lantini to the plate. 8, 9, and 1 in Long Island's order. Michael Pollack here with you at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Thanks so much for joining us here on your Tuesday night. Keith Castillo, the switch hitting catcher, an 8 batter, will step up to the plate. And the first pitch on the way is swung on and foul tipped at home plate by Castillo. So the count is 0-1. Castillo at .238 on the season. He's 10 of 42. 2 home runs, 9 runs batted in. Tanner from the wind in the 0-1 is over the inside part of the plate, but it missed for a ball. And the count even up at 1-1. Tanner kicks and fires, and this is chopped on the ground here, third base line, fielded by Delmonico near the third base bag, and is thrown to first in time for the out. So Castillo's retired, and there's one away here in the top of the third.
Number 12, Dan Lyons.
Here comes the shortstop and 9-hitter Dan Lyons to bat from the right side. Lyons, of course, had one of the most memorable hits in Ducks history here in this ballpark. That came in Game 2 of the 2012 Atlantic League Championship Series. At the time, he was facing the best closer in the Atlantic League that year, and Tim Hamulak. In the top half of the ninth, first pitch here is a strike over the inside corner. With the bases loaded and 2 out in a tie ball game, he ripped a 3-run double inside the third base bag and scored 3 runs, gave the Ducks a lead, and Long Island went on to a 9-4 win to even the series at a game apiece. 0-1. That's low and in tight. Now leaving up the count at a ball and a strike on Lyons, who on the season is at .260 with no home runs and 6 runs batted in. Infield straight away, the 1-1. That's low and outside this time from Tanner. And now 2 balls and 1 strike. Cloudy skies still overhead. The lights on all around the ballpark here. 2-1. Lyons chops this one off of the glove of the pitcher Tanner towards short, and unable to make the play is the shortstop Lance Sawatsky. He tried to barehand it on the way in front of second with the speedy Dan Lyons running up the first base line. So Lyons is going to be safe at first with Long Island's first hit of the ball game. And so 1 on with 1 out. And that'll bring up the leadoff man in the Ducks lineup, Phelan Lantini. So Lantini, wearing the high black socks, will step up to home plate, batting from the right side. Tanner will work out of the stretch now with the speedy Dan Lyons at first. And now steps off the pitching rubber, grabs some of the dirt on the mound, and will step back up on the pitcher's mound. First pitch coming to Lantini, and he will take outside for ball 1. Lantini hit the ball well his first time up towards left center, but Lots of room out there, and Blake Galen was able to make the catch for the first out. Here comes the 1-0 from Tanner. And Lentini will take on the inside corner for a strike. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. Lentini was a member of the Lancaster Barnstormers back in 2012. And he put together a terrific season for Lancaster, one of the best in team history at .319 for his batting average, with 19 home runs and 92 runs batted in. 1-1 is ripped inside the bag at third and down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Lyons on the run, and he will get to third. He's going to round third and come home. Lentini's going to round second and go for third, and the Barnstormers are trying to say that it should be a ground rule double. Lentini's going to make his way all the way to home plate here. And now the first base umpire is going to go out and check it out. That is Bill Reuter, to see where that ball got caught in the bullpen. It seemed like none of the umpires could figure out where that ball was caught. But the Barnstormer left fielder Cole Garner trying to point it out. And they are going to rule that it is a ground rule double for Phelan Lentini. That was likely expected that it was going to be. Immediately, Garner put his hands up saying that it was a ground rule double. But neither the home plate umpire nor the first base umpire could see it at the time. But they rule a ground rule double for Lentini. It's his team-leading 9th double of the season. And second hit of the inning for the Ducks. They are now set up with runners at second and third. Only one out, and that'll bring Cody Puckett to the plate. He represents the tying run. Tanner from the stretch, first pitch to Puckett, and he will swing and lift this one in the air to right field. Should be deep enough to get the run home. Going back is Golson to make the catch. Lyons will tag from third and score. The throw goes into third, and Lentini goes in standing up. It's a sac fly and an RBI to right for Cody Puckett. The Ducks are on the scoreboard, and they close to within 3-1.
The designated hitter, Lou Ford.
First sacrifice fly of the year for Puckett. He picks up his 16th run batted in. Lyons scores from third. And Lentini, good base running, goes from second to third. Now a runner at third with 2 away, and that'll bring up Lou Ford. A nice job by the Ducks so far to respond with a run after Lancaster scores 2 in the second to take a 3-0 lead. That's what you like to see, is your team respond and immediately take away some runs of that lead. And now we'll see if they can get another with Lentini at third. First pitch to Ford, and he takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Ford drew a walk his first time up. That was back in the opening inning. For Ford, that was the 12th walk of the season that he drew. He has 12 walks to 13 strikeouts. A 1 offering. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Big hack there by Ford, and he cut through it. So the count is now 0-2. Ford trying to get on and send Joe Ashbrodeen to the plate. Again, Ford represents the tying run. Tied for the team lead in home runs with Adam Bailey. They each have 5. Tanner gets the sign. He's ready to go. And his 0-2 to Ford is inside. Almost caught Ford on the leg. Good block at home plate by Apodaca as that kept Lentini at third. Count 1-2. This obviously not really a steal situation for Lentini, but he has 12 stolen bases and 12 attempts on the year. He set a franchise record for the Barnstormers 2 years ago for the most steals to start the season without being caught, and that was 17 straight. So we'll see if he can end up achieving that here with the Ducks. He now has 350 steals in independent baseball. That is a record. 1-2 from Tanner. Ford takes upstairs. We'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. To this point, Tanner's thrown 43 pitches, 23 of them for strikes, 20 for balls. Not a great ratio there. Has walked 2 in the ball game. No strikeouts yet for Tanner. 2-2 pitch, and Ford swings and misses for strike 3.
And it is a strikeout brought to you by Susquehanna.
So there is strikeout number 1. That will retire the side. The Ducks do get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. 2.5 complete here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, and it is the Ducks trailing the Barnstormers 3-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Steve Garrison. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel.
youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here. Well, Ducks fans, the strikeout of Lou Ford by Clayton Tanner was the 15th out of today's ball game as it ended the top half of the third inning. Did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That is 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. 3-1, the Barnstormers lead it over the Ducks as we head to the bottom half of inning number 3. And for the Barnstormers, they will send up numbers 3, 4, and 5, or excuse me, 2, 3, and 4 in their order. Lance Sawatsky, Blake Galen, and Cole Garner. Sawatsky was at the plate when Yusuke Kajimoto was caught stealing to end the bottom half of inning number 2. We'll also, as we go to the third inning, take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, get you caught up around the Atlantic League and the Major League scoreboard as well. Some big playoff action going on tonight in the NHL and the NBA. So we'll get you caught up here as we go to this bottom of the third inning. And here is Sawatsky to lead it off once again for Lancaster. First pitch from Jared Lansford, and he lifts it in the air to center field. Trekking backwards is Phelan Lantini. Still going back, he reaches up and makes the catch. Oh, Phelan Lantini had a little trouble with that one in center. Ball kind of jumped on him. He had to go a long way back to the batter's eye in center, but Lantini makes the catch and retires Sawatsky for the first out of the third inning. Well, 25 minutes to the west of here in York, Pennsylvania, the Revolution are hosting the Somerset Patriots in the first game of a series, and good news for the Ducks as the Revolution hold a 6-2 lead top half of the fifth inning. Corey Thurman starting the game for the Revolution, and for the Patriots, it is Matt Langwell. First pitch misses for ball one of Blake Galen, who was retired on a bunt attempt in his first at-bat. Johan Lamonta with a great start to the ball game, 2 for 2 with a homer and 5 runs batted in. This is low, count out 2-0 on Galen. Lamonta with those 5 RBIs, now at 31 on the season. So he takes over the league lead from Cole Garner. Somerset with an RBI from Damaso Espino thus far. Against 6-2 Revolution over the Patriots. 2-0 from Lancer to Galen. And that pitch misses low for ball 3. Down in Southern Maryland, they're in a rain delay. Blue Crabs hosting the River Sharks. They are playing right now in the third inning. They're now in a delay, but they were playing in the third inning with the River Sharks ahead 2-1. 3-0 to Galen. He takes all the way, and there's a fastball strike on the outside corner. Looks like Mark Rogers, a right-hander, is getting loose in the Lancaster bullpen down the right field line. That is not a good sign. As the 3-1 is popped up behind short. Dan Lyons on the outfield grass making the call, and he will make the catch to retire Blake Galen. Second time Galen's been retired, 2 away. So you wonder if something is wrong here with Clayton Tanner, that Mark Rogers, a right-hander, is now starting to get loose. And Tanner has only pitched 3 innings and allowed 1 run on 2 hits, but righty Rogers warming, so we'll keep an eye on that. Cole Garner now coming to the plate. Bluefish hosting the Sugar Land Skeeters, top half of inning number 2, and it is the Bluefish on top 2-0. First pitch from Jared Lansford to Cole Garner, ripped on the ground, foul along the third base line. Garner with an RBI single to center his first time up. Kanakoa Texiera, the starter for the Bluefish. Clint Everts, the starter for the Skeeters, as they, along with the Ducks, getting out of town today before those nasty thunderstorms hit in Houston's area. Ramon Castro, Cody Overbeck with the 2 RBIs so far for the Bluefish. 0-1. Garner takes outside, even the count at 1-1. Mets and the Pirates are scoreless, bottom of the third inning at Citi Field. Edinson Volquez, the starter for Pittsburgh, he's 2-4. Jonathan Neese of the Mets, he is 3-3 a day after the Mets released Jose Valverde and fired their hitting coach. 1-1 on the way to Garner, and he will swing and miss. Good pitch down and in from Lansford, the count 1-2. Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals going to get underway in about 10 minutes at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. It'll be David Phelps for the Yankees, 1-1. Lance Lynn for the Cardinals, he is 5-2. 1-2 offering coming from Lansford to Garner. The kick, the pitch on the way is low and outside, and it'll even up the count at 2-2. Just about set to get underway at Bell Center in Montreal. Rangers and Canadiens, Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. If the Rangers win, they will make their first trip to the Stanley Cup Finals since they won it all in 1994. I'm sure all of Blue Shirts fans will be watching tonight. And the 2-2 on the way is swung on and fouled off at home plate by Garner. Keep the count even at 2-2. Rangers have a 3-1 lead in the series thanks to the Martin St. Louis overtime goal 2 nights ago at Madison Square Garden. Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals in the NBA tonight in Oklahoma City. Spurs at the Thunder. Spurs lead the series 2-1. Here it's 3-1 Lancaster, 2 out, bases empty in the third, and Garner swings, hits one in the air to left field right at Joe Ashbrodeen. Takes a couple steps in, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So nice job by Jared Lansford as he retires the 2, 3, 4 hitters in Lancaster's batting order in order. And we go to the fourth with the Barnstormers ahead 3-1 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hi, this is Joe Ashbrodeen, first baseman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Well, we go to the fourth inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, and it's time for today's fourth inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Well, the Ducks earned 2 shutouts over the weekend against the Sugar Land Skeeters. They won 4-0 on Friday night, and then they won 5-0 on Sunday afternoon. So the Ducks now with 4 shutouts already in the first month of the 2014 season. Tonight's trivia: how many times did Ducks pitching shut out opponents a year ago? In 2013, how many shutouts did the Ducks pitching staff have? That means how many times did the Ducks pitchers hold an opponent scoreless? We'll let you think about it, and we will give you the answer in the bottom half of this fourth inning. It'll be Joe Ashbrodeen to lead off, cleanup hitter for the Ducks, and the first pitch from Clayton Tanner is on the outside corner for strike one. So I guess Tanner is okay. He stays in the ball game despite the fact that Mark Rogers, a right-hander, is warming down the right field line. Maybe just a throw day for him. Brodeen rips this one in between third and short and into left field for a single. Third hit of the ball game for the Ducks, and a good start to this fourth inning as Brodeen picks up the base hit. Brodeen was 3 of 11 with a run scored and 2 walks down in Texas. So he gets the base hit here. And that will bring up the first baseman and 5-hitter, Randy Ruiz. Ruiz drew a walk in his first plate appearance. That was back in the 2nd inning. Tanner now works out of the stretch, and the first pitch from the lefty, way up and outside for ball 1. Brodeen on the year has stolen 2 bases. He's also been caught twice. Last year, primarily hitting the leadoff spot in the Ducks order and was much more of a stolen base threat, led the team in steals a year ago. 14. 1-0 from Tanner, and Ruiz, a big swing and a miss. The ball diving down and away. And the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ruiz is the K-man here tonight, and fans hoping that he will strike out so they can win free slushies as the promotion this year. Pitch on the way, and the 1-1 misses inside. Count is now 2 balls and a strike on Randy Ruiz. Down in Sugar Land, Ruiz at the plate for the Ducks was 3 of 11 with a run batted in, 2 runs, 2 walks, and a stolen base. Throw over to first by Tanner. Chases Brodeen back to the bag, but he is back very safely. Doesn't appear to be raining. See a couple drops here and there, but for the most part, just cloudy skies overhead. Some breaks in the clouds off in the distance as the sun sets here in Lancaster. It'll be a 2-1 from Tanner. Looks over to the runner at first. Now fires to the plate, and Ruiz will take a strike over the inside corner. Took a changeup that time. They have a radar gun that is on the digital scoreboard built into the right field wall, but has not shown pitch speed at all tonight, so it must not be working. Brodeen leads at first, 2-2 from Tanner, and Ruiz will swing and get a piece and foul it off right into the dirt at home plate. Tanner will pick up the baseball and toss it over to the bat boy on the first base side and get a fresh one from the home plate umpire, John Harrington. A little tune you hear in the background is the slushy chant that the fans here sing when batter gets to 2 strikes when the K-man is up. So the count is 2-2. Looking in for the sign and ready to go is Clayton Tanner. Kick and the pitch to Ruiz. Swung on and fouled off first base side and over the roof behind the ballpark. So that'll keep the count even. This is a beautiful ballpark here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. You got the high wall with the picnic tables in right. Home Run Harbor in right center where the bumper boats are. As Tanner deals 2-2 again, and a swing and a miss by Ruiz. He cuts to a fastball high and away. So the fans will get some slushies. So slushy coupons going to go out to section 11 here at the ballpark, as said by the public address announcer. So that'll bring Brendan Harris to the plate with 1 on and 1 out. Got the giant lawn seating area that stretches from center field all the way around into foul territory down the third base line. First pitch upcoming from Tanner. He kicks and throws over to first to chase Brodeen back. On top of the lawn seating down the left field line, a giant inflatable slide and a giant carousel as well. Along with the kiddie playground. Just like in some of the other ballparks, the stands curl in towards home plate down the third and first base lines. More so down the first base line, angled towards home plate, whereas down the third base line, it's kind of angled towards the shortstop position. So Brendan Harris patiently awaiting at home plate as Tanner has checked on Brodeen at first a couple times. And now the first pitch is a pitch out. Nothing doing there as Brodeen stays put at first. So the count is 1-0 on Harris, who hit the ball well to left center in his first at-bat, but got a lot of room out there and enough room for Galen to make the catch in center for the first out of the second inning. 1-0 pitch up coming from Tanner. Looks over to first again. And there goes the runner. Pitch is taken for a strike. The throw down to second is not in time. Brodeen in there safely. Stolen base for Joash Brodeen, his third of the year. The Ducks get a runner in a scoring position with one away. So Brodeen now 3 of 5 in the stolen base department. And now Harris can drive him home with a single and make this a one-run game. And Harris does represent the tying run at the plate, with the Ducks trailing 3-1 here in the top of inning number 4. Tanner looks back to Brodeen at second, now deals to the plate, and the breaking ball misses way off the outside corner. And the count now 2-1. Kevin Baez clapping his hands along, coaching in the third base box. Harris awaits at home plate, 2-1. Swinging a line drive into right field, racing over to his left is Golson. He'll make the running catch. Brodeen will stay put at second. Nice running grab there by Golson. And 2 away here in the 4th inning.
Now batting the right fielder, John Myers.
There's a good piece of hitting there by Harris, driving the ball the opposite way and slicing it into the corner, but Golson has good speed and was able to get back and make the catch. So 1 out, and that'll bring John Myers to the plate. Myers, the right fielder and 7 batter from the right side. He hit into a 6-4-3 double play in his first at bat. Tanner looks to second, deals, and Myers will take a curveball. Nicely thrown. It drops in for a strike. And the count 0-1. Ducks trail at 3-1 as we play in the top of the 4th inning. From the stretch, Tanner fires to the plate, and Myers swings and grounds one weakly here towards short. Gobbled up by Zawadzki. His throw to first beats Myers by a step, and the side retired. So the leadoff single by Brodeen goes for naught. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base for the Ducks. 3.5 through here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It's the Barnstormers 3 and the Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Sean Garceau, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your back-to-back Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 15th anniversary season. Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
To the bottom of the 4th inning here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, with the Barnstormers holding a 3-1 lead over the Ducks in the opening game of a 3-game series. Time for the answer to tonight's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. We give you the question. Top half of the 4th inning. Ducks have 4 shutouts already this season, including 2 over the weekend in Sugar Land, Texas. We wanted to know how many times the Ducks pitching staff shut out an opponent in a game last year. And if you guessed 9, you would be correct. 9 times the Ducks shut out an opponent last year. They were shut out 7 times. But the Ducks pitchers holding an opponent scoreless 9 different times last year, and already they have 4 shutouts this year, while the Ducks have yet to be shut out in a single game. And that streak will continue as Ducks have a run on the board tonight. Lancaster, though, with a couple of big 2-out hits early in the ball game, getting 3 runs on the board over the first 2 innings. Jared Lansford back on the mound for his 4th inning of work. Mark Rogers is no longer warming up for Lancaster down the right field line, so maybe just a throw day or something like that for Rogers. He's not listed as one of the starting pitchers for this Lancaster team, but getting some throwing in. He is one of the newer signings for Lancaster. Doesn't have the name on the back of his jersey just yet. Well, it'll be Austin Gallagher, Brock Keelgard, and Greg Golson for Lancaster as we go to the fourth inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the order. And the first pitch on the way from Jared Lansford is a breaking ball outside. Count goes to 1-0. Gallagher grounded into a force out at second in his first at bat, and that ended the opening inning. Here comes the 1-0. Gallagher takes the breaking ball for a strike this time on the outside corner. Evens up the count at 1-1. Gallagher was 1 of 7 in the series against the Revolution. He had a home run, the only home run he's hit this year, and here he fouls one off to the third base side, up above the lawn seating area, and the count goes to 1-2. Home run came yesterday for Austin Gallagher in the Memorial Day affair at Santander Stadium. 1-2 from Lansford, hit high and deep to right center field. You can forget it. A long home run up onto the bridge above Home Run Harbor for Austin Gallagher. Second home run in as many days, second of the season, and Lancaster leads it 4-1 here in the fourth inning. That was a no-doubter off the bat of Austin Gallagher, and he hit that a long way out to right center field, up onto the bridge where fans can walk over the bumper boat pool. So the home run pushes the Lancaster lead back up to 3. And now here's the DH, Brock Keelgard. 39th home run hit by Lancaster this year, most in the Atlantic League, and there's a called strike on a fastball from Lansford, 0-1. That's the first home run of the year allowed by Jared Lansford. 0-1, misses low and in tight. That'll even up the count at 1-1 on Keelgard, who struck out swinging his first time up. Leading off the second. Here's the 1-1. Keelgard takes low and inside under the hands. And the count goes to 2-1. Keelgard was 3 of 16 in York with a home run. His 5th of the season. So here is Kajimoto lead off. And he will face the right-hander Jared Lansford, who to this point has allowed 4 runs, 3 of them earned, on 5 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts in the first 4 innings. For those joining us, apologize for the technical difficulties that we just had, some internet issues here in the press box. First pitch on the way, and Kajimoto fouls this back to the screen. And the count is 0-1. Kajimoto is 1 for 2 so far. Reached on an error and scored, and then a 2-run single to left. And here he swings and misses at a good off-speed pitch by Lansford, and the count 0-2. 0-2 on the way from Lansford, and this is swung on and slashed down the left field line and foul up onto the lawn seating. And now a race for the baseball among about 3 kids. They will all go after it, and one of them picks up the baseball. Count stays at 0-2 on Kajimoto. Lansford looks in for the sign. Now he is just about set to go. Gets the sign from Castillo, the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Kajimoto went around on a half swing, chasing down and away. 5th strikeout for Lansford, which ties his season high. And there's one away. That brings up Lance Sawatsky, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts to the center fielder, Phelan Lentini. First pitch to Zawadzki, who swings from the left side. He takes outside for ball 1. Third baseman Brendan Harris plays in on the grass, and there's a strike from Lancer to even the count at a ball and a strike. He plays well off the line at third and plays in on the grass, does Harris. Zawadzki was 3 of 14 with a run batted in the weekend series against York. 1-1. Chopped weakly here in front of home plate. Castillo fields, and the catcher throws to first in time for the out. So Zawadzki retired on the 2-3 putout. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th, and that will bring up Blake Galen. Well, this year, as part of the 10th anniversary season for the Barnstormers, they have started a Ring of Honor here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, and they are putting it up to fan voting. They put 21 names out there and asked fans to decide 10 of them as to who deserved a spot on the team. First pitch, and this is up high for ball 1. So far, they have inducted 3 into the Ring of Honor. They announce them every Thursday home game. And the first 3, Ross Peoples, who has been a Barnstormer in every year of the team's existence since 2005. 1-0 is ripped right at the first baseman, Randy Ruiz. He fields on the line drive, and that will end the inning. So we'll tell you more about that when we come back for the 6th. Lansford retires. The Barnstormers in order. We go to the 6th. 4-1 in favor of Lancaster.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lentini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500. North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
To the 6th inning we go, with the Ducks trailing the Barnstormers 4-2, and fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. So we go to the 6th. New pitcher is in for the Barnstormers. It is right-hander Pete Andrelzik, the former closer, who struggled a bit in that closer spot, and he was lifted in favor of Jason Urquidez. First pitch is in for a strike from the right-hander. And the count 0-1 on Joe Ashbrodeen, the left fielder and cleanup man, who is leading things off here in the 6th. 0-1 is low outside. Brodeen today has grounded into a force at second and single to left. He also picked up his 3rd stolen base of the year. This one is a high pop-up in back of third. Going out is the shortstop Zawadzki, and on the outfield grass, he'll make the catch. So Brodeen retired, and that's the first out here in the 6th inning. Numbers on Andrelzik this year. In 15 games out of the bullpen, 0-3 record, 3.57 earned run average. 5 saves made by Andrelzik this year. He's allowed 7 runs. 7 runs all earned on 15 hits in 17 2/3 innings. He has walked 12 and struck out 17. Time was called as Andrelzik delivered the pitch, and now he'll step back in. It is Randy Ruiz as the batter. And the first pitch on the way from Andrelzik. Swung on and hit high in the air, foul down the right field line. Out of play into an empty bank of seats, and the count is 0-1. Ruiz has drawn a walk and struck out in his 2 plate appearances here today. Here he hits a ground ball towards second. Kajimoto fields, throws low to first, but Gallagher is able to make the play. So Ruiz retired, and quickly 2 away.
Third baseman Brendan Harris.
Clayton Tanner ends up going 5 innings today and is in line for a win. It would be his 2nd win of the year, both of which would come against the Ducks. He has given up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for Tanner. Let's get you his pitch count as soon as we can. So 2 away. Here is John Myers. Check that, Brendan Harris to the plate. Harris, the 6th hitter. And Andrelzik's first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Harris 0 for 2 in the ball game with a fly out to center and a fly out to right in his 2 at-bats. Has hit the ball well both times, but hasn't been able to find any real estate in the outfield. 1-0 from Andrelzik, and Harris takes over the inside corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. Righty batter against the righty pitcher. Andrelzik bent over as he looks in for the sign. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a chopper here weakly, left side. Charging in is the shortstop, Sawatsky. Fields, throws on the run in time to get Harris at first. Nice play by Sawatsky, and the side retired. So Andrelzik comes in and retires the Ducks 1-2-3. And we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Barnstormers still in front 4-2.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. To the bottom half of inning number 6, Jared Lansford will stay in the ball game. The Barnstormers leading it 4-2 over the Ducks here in the opening game of a 3-game series. Ducks and the Barnstormers will play tomorrow night and Thursday night, both games at 7 o'clock here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. And then the Ducks will head back home, and on Friday, May 30th, will open up a 3-game weekend series against the Somerset Patriots. Patriots' first visit to the Duck Pond since the Ducks took games 1 and 2 of last year's Atlantic League Championship Series in dramatic fashion, with late rallies in both games. And on Friday night, the Ducks will also be welcoming their 6 millionth fan through the gates. An Atlantic League record. They'll be the first team to reach the magical 6 million mark. The Ducks are 522 fans away from hitting 6 million, so that'll be a nice ceremony going on and get your chance to be that 6 millionth fan through the gates by arriving early. Gates open at 6:05. But you also need a ticket. You can get your tickets one of 3 ways as they are still available. Get them at the Bethpage Ballpark box office, which will be open all week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Go online to liducks.com or call the Ducks ticket office during normal business hours, 631-940-TIXX, and the Ducks will hook you up with the best seats we have available for Friday, May 30th, Saturday, May 31st, and Sunday, June 1st, all against the Patriots. First pitch here to Cole Garner, and he takes low and inside for ball 1. Garner is the cleanup hitter and is 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI single and a fly out to left in his 2 appearances at the plate. We'll also go through the out-of-town scoreboard this inning, get you caught up on action around the Atlantic League and the professional Major League circuit. 1-0, line towards the right side, diving play by Cody Puckett for the out. Puckett making up for his error in the first inning, as he has driven in 2 runs at the plate and makes a terrific diving catch on the line drive by Cole Garner. Very nice play, star that one, and there's 1 away here in the 6th inning. So Garner now just 1 of 3. Galen is 0 for 3. Ducks pitching staff doing a good job thus far. Looks as though there is a fan out on the field here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. A random fan has just started walking on the field here at Clipper Magazine Stadium behind home plate and is talking with some of the fans here. Now the home plate umpire, Jake Harrington, is trying to point him and tell him where he needs to go to get off the field. Some Barnstormer security trying to get after him too and tell him where to go. Now he realizes that somehow he just wandered his way onto the field. Now he walks up and into the crowd. That is one of the more bizarre sights I have ever seen. This was not a fan trying to get on the field and just run around and cause a scene. This was just a random guy who just wandered his way and was talking with fans behind home plate. Now he's standing behind the Ducks dugout and is talking with some people in the seats. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, and the count is 0-1 here to Austin Gallagher. Now the fan's starting to make his way up towards the concourse, and security personnel hasn't escorted him out or anything like that, but that is just one of the more bizarre scenes I have ever seen. Well, the count is 1-1. Gallagher 1 for 2 in the game. He had a long solo home run out to right center field his last time at the plate. His 2nd home run, 9th RBI of the year, and here he takes low and outside for ball 2. Revolution 7-2 lead over the Patriots, bottom half of the 8th inning at Santander Stadium in York, Pennsylvania. Corey Thurman started for York. Mark Hendrickson is now pitching. Matt Langwell started for the Patriots. It's now Mike Solbach in the game. 2-1 on the way from Lansford, and Gallagher swings and bounces one towards first, fielded on a high hop by Ruiz. He'll take it to the bag himself. It's now 6 straight retired by Lansford and 2 away. Johan Lamonta, the leading hitter in the game. He has 3 hits, 3 runs, and 5 RBIs for the Revolution. Looks like the River Sharks and Blue Crabs ended up getting postponed due to the inclement weather down in Southern Maryland after they played 2.5 innings. So that game has been postponed down in Southern Maryland. First pitch here, low for a ball to Brock Keelgard, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bluefish shutting out the Skeeters 6-0, bottom of the 4th up in Bridgeport. Kanakoa Texiera, the starter for the Bluefish. Clint Everett's the starter for Sugar Land. Ramon Castro has 3 RBIs leading the way for Bridgeport as Keelgard chops one foul. Third base side in the count 1-0. Mets have taken a 2-0 lead over the Pirates, bottom of the 5th at Citi Field. Bobby Abreu RBI single, Juan Lagares RBI double. Jonathan Neese, the starter for the Mets. Edinson Volquez for the Pirates. No score through 2 in St. Louis between the Yankees and the Cardinals. It is David Phelps for the Yankees, 1-1. Lance Lynn for the Cardinals, 5-2. 1-1, swing and a miss by Keelgard, chasing down and away. Count goes to 1-2. End of 1 up in Montreal. Canadians have a 2-1 lead over the Rangers in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Alex Galchenyuk scored the first goal of the game. Derek Stepan, who missed Game 4 with a broken jaw, back in the lineup. He scored his 4th of the playoffs to tie the game at 1, and then Tomas Plekanec scoring to put Montreal back on top. Now a 2-2 count here on Keelgard. Righty-righty matchup with Jared Lansford, who's trying to work a 2nd straight 1-2-3 inning. And the 2-2 pitch on the way is on the outside corner, strike 3 called. So a nice job by Lansford as he picks up his season-high 6th strikeout of the year. And the Barnstormers go down 1-2-3 in the 6th. Let's take this game to the 7th. 4-2 Lancaster here at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hey fans, this is outfielder John Myers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We move to the 7th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Ducks trailing by a slim margin, 4-2 to the Barnstormers. As we go to the 7th inning, Pete Andrelzik will stay in for his 2nd inning of relief. He'll face the bottom 3 in the Ducks order. And Ducks fans, on this warm, humid night, chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee, available right now and all season long at the concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. So Andrelzik in, and Myers awaiting at home plate. First pitch, and he swings and hits a high pop-up, foul territory first base side. Long run for Gallagher towards the seats, and this will land about 6 or 7 rows back in that right field corner. So they count 0-1 on Myers, who has hit the ball on the ground twice to short tonight. A 6-4 3-double play in the 2nd, and then a 6-3 ground out in the 4th. Finishing up the out-of-town scoreboard, Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals in Oklahoma City tonight, as the Spurs and the Thunder play at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Just about set to get underway. This misses low for a ball to Myers, 1-1. Lefty now warming in the Lancaster bullpen, that is Ross Peoples. Nobody warming yet for the Ducks. Lansford is at 97 pitches thus far, so we'll see if he goes out and throws another inning. It's already pitched a season-high 6 as Myers takes a breaking ball inside for ball 2. It is a final, by the way, now in York as the Revolution defeat the Patriots 7-2, so at worst the Ducks will stay 3 games in back of the Patriots in the Liberty Division standings. Ducks have a couple games at hand as well against Somerset. 2-1, that's outside. And the count goes to 3 balls and a strike on Myers. Ducks trying to get the leadoff man on here in this 7th inning. Ducks trail by 2. All you need is a bloop and a blast. 3-1. High pop up in the air to right field. Colson moving back. Has plenty of room. He'll make the catch. So John Myers flies to right. 4 up, 4 down for Andrelzik. And there's 1 away here in the 7th inning. Michael Pollock here with you, bringing you all the action from Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Castillo, switch hitter, batting from the left side, and he will take low and outside for ball 1 so far tonight. In 2 at-bats from the right side against the lefty Clayton Tanner. He grounded out to third and to second. 1-0, and a check swing and a ball down and away. He holds up, and now is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch from Andrelzik. Castillo grounds it right back to the mound on one hop. Andrelzik fields, jogs to first. Underhand toss is in time. Castillo retired, and there are 2 away. So that'll leave it up to the shortstop and 9-hitter Dan Lyons to try and keep this 7th inning alive.
Shortstop Dan Lyons.
So Lyons steps up to the plate. He is 1 of 2 on the evening. And Drelzik has thrown 16 pitches thus far. He's been very economical in relief. And the first pitch to Lyons hit high in the air to right field. Heading towards the line is Golson. Again, plenty of room. He'll make the catch in fair territory. Lyons retired on 1 pitch and 3 innings of relief for Pete Andrelzik. We hit the 7th inning stretch here at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It is the Barnstormers 4 and the Long Island Ducks 2.
Hey fans, it's Jeremy Accardo, pitcher, and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Jared Lansford will stay in the ballgame and pitch a 7th inning here tonight. He has already thrown a season-high 6 innings. He has struck out a season-high 6. But right now on the losing side of a 4-2 game in favor of the Lancaster Barnstormers. Lancaster scoring a run in the first, an unearned run thanks to the Cody Puckett error that opened the game, and then a 2-out RBI single by Cole Garner. Lansford was burned again with 2 outs in the 2nd inning after allowing a pair of 1-out singles to Golson and Delmonico. A 2-out, 2-run single to the left by Yusuke Kajimoto made it 3-0. Ducks clawed back to within a run in the top of the 3rd, as they got a run on the sac fly to right by Cody Puckett that scored Dan Lyons from 3rd following the double by Phelan Lantini. So that made it a 3-1 game. Lancaster answered in the bottom of the 4th on a leadoff solo homer to right center by Austin Gallagher, his 2nd of the year. The Ducks got that run back in the top of the 5th as Phelan Lantini reached on an error with 2 out, and Cody Puckett lifted an RBI double off the wall and left. Nearly was a 2-run home run that would have made it a 1-run game, but it hit off the top of the wall and left. So it's a 4-2 game as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And it'll be the bottom 3 for Lancaster: Golson, Delmonico, and Apodaca. No action yet in the Ducks bullpen down the left field line, which is a rested bullpen. But Kevin Myers sticking with his starter, who has pitched well to this point. And the first pitch on the way from Lansford is ripped in a left field, the base hit by Golson. So a good start for the Barnstormers as Golson picks up his 2nd hit of the ball game.
Third baseman Tony Delmonico.
He is now 2 of 3. He singled and scored back in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. And with that, the Ducks will get going in the bullpen. Lefty Steve Garrison will get up on the mound and start to throw. Tony Delmonico coming to the plate. You have Delmonico a righty and Apodaca a righty. And then you've got switch hitters in Kajimoto and Sawatsky, and then the lefty Blake Galen. There's a righty warming for Lancaster as well down the right field line, as Andrelzik likely done after his 2 innings of relief. Throw back over to first. And back safely over there at first is Golson, who already has 1 steal tonight, which was his 10th of the year. First pitch up coming from Lansford, and this is lifted down the right field line foul and into the picnic area. So the count 0-1 on Delmonico, who's been on base twice tonight. He singled, stole 2nd, and scored in the 2nd. And then drew a walk with 2 out in the 4th. Jared Lansford is ready. The 0-1 fouled off first base side. Well out of play over everything on the first base side.
It's another windshield or window that's broken.
So Delmonico behind in the count here against the righty Jared Lansford. Lansford over 100 pitches for a second straight outing. He went 101 his last time out, 63 for strikes. So a season high here today in innings, in strikeouts, and in pitches for the right-hander. As he continues to progress as a starter, throw over to first and back safely is Golson. Again, he's given up 4 runs, only 3 of them earned though, and really aside from that, aside from really 2 pitches, you don't blame him much for the first inning because of the error, but a 2-out, 2-run single by Kajimoto, which wasn't even a hard hit ball, and then the solo home run by Gallagher. Swing and a miss here by Delmonico as he chases down and away for strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Jared Lansford, and there's one away.
Catcher Juan Apodaca.
I'm sure Jared Lansford will tell you the only pitch he really would want back here tonight is the home run by Gallagher. That was a hanger left over the plate, and Gallagher hit it a long way. 2-run single by Kajimoto was a soft flare over third. Just a well-placed ball. The 2-out single by Garner, obviously on the first pitch. Lansford wasn't happy about that, but of course that happened because of the error by Puckett on a routine ground ball to second by the leadoff hitter Kajimoto. Throw over to first and back safely is Golson. Juan Apodaca the batter. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to second. One on, one out. Lansford deals to the plate. Apodaca takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Apodaca now 11 of 47 on the season for Lancaster. Barnstormers trying to end a 5-game losing streak. Ducks trying to make it 2 wins in a row. And a 1-0. Missed just high and inside. And the count goes to 2 balls to no strikes on the 9-hitter and catcher Juan Apodaca. Most of the fans still here. Some have made their way out already on this humid night. Fortunately, the rain has held off throughout the entirety of this game. 2-0 is low in the dirt. Good block there by Keith Castillo. And the count goes to 3-0 on Apodaca. Field looks great despite the rains throughout the course of the day. That can be credited partially to Eric Ogden, the groundskeeper for the Lancaster Barnstormers and the former groundskeeper of the Ducks during the 2012 season at Bethpage Ballpark. Always was good to catch up with Eric before the game. One of the nicest groundskeepers you will ever meet, helping control all the work for Brookman groundskeeping here in the Northeast. 3-0 pitch on the way, and this is low and inside for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk there by Jared Lansford to the 9-hitter Juan Apodaca. Not what you want to do there. We're at the top of the order coming to the plate. It's a big moment in the ball game here. Now you have Yusuke Kajimoto coming to the plate. And Kevin Baez will come out of the top step of the dugout and look towards the bullpen down the left field line, and we'll see if Baez will go to the bullpen and call on the lefty Garrison to turn Kajimoto around to the right side. Baez will come up to the top of the mound. The entire infield will join in for the discussion. Baez gives Lansford a pat on the backside, and that is going to be all for Jared Lansford here tonight. Pitched well for the most part. A couple of pitches I'm sure he would like back. For the most part, though, he pitched well, and he leaves trailing 4-2, 2 on and 1 out. We'll take a break and come right back here in the bottom of the 7th, 4-2 Barnstormers.
Hi, this is right-handed pitcher Josh Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here. Bottom half of the 7th inning, the Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers in the opening game of a 4-game series, and right now the Barnstormers hold a 4-2 lead. The first reliever of the night is in for the Long Island Ducks. It is the lefty Steve Garrison taking over for Jared Lansford. Season high 6 1/3 innings. He struck out a season high 7, but has given up 6 hits, and as of now 4 runs, 3 of them earned, but is responsible for the 2 on the bases. That is Golson at second and Apodaca at first. And now Yusuke Kajimoto, who is 1 for 3 on the night, will come to the plate against the left-hander and try and extend this Lancaster lead. First pitch up coming from Garrison, looks to second. Now deals to the plate. Kajimoto lines one in the left field, a base hit. Around third and coming home is Golson. He will score. So on one pitch, Garrison gives up the RBI single, and it's now a 5-2 Barnstormer lead. So that run's going to be charged to Jared Lansford as Kajimoto picks up his 3rd RBI of the game, now has 13 on the year. Apodaca stopped at second on the base hit, so it's first and second still with 1 out. And here is Lance Zawatsky. First pitch to Zawatsky, and that is over the outside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Zawatsky today is 0 for 3, a couple flyouts to center, and a ground out back to the catcher. Little dribbler in front of home plate, 0-1, misses low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Garrison on the year, 0-1, 1.29 ERA in 9 games out of the bullpen entering tonight. 7 innings, he has given up 9 hits, 7 runs total, but only 1 earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Now the run here charged to Jared Lansford. 1-1. This is hit high and deep to right field for Zawatsky. You can forget it. A long 3-run home run over the right field wall for Lance Zawatsky, his 4th of the year. And the Barnstormers have broken it open. They now lead it 8-2. So the left-hander is brought on with the 2 switch hitters at the top of the order. But Kajimoto and Zawatsky both picking up RBI hits off of Steve Garrison. 2nd home run of the game for Lancaster. And they have taken a 6-run lead. So Lansford's line is now final at 6 runs, 5 earned. And Garrison has given up 2 runs here in the inning on the single and the home run. 2 of those runs charged to him. Here's Blake Galen to the plate in the lefty-lefty matchup. And this is hit well, deep to right center field again. Going back is Myers. Warning track at the wall. You can forget it. Back-to-back home runs for the Barnstormers as Zawatsky and Galen go deep. And Garrison has allowed 3 straight RBI hits, and it's now 9-2 Barnstormers. Right-hander Casey Barnes is now warming down the left field line, and he likely will be coming into this game. fairly soon, as Garrison just having a lot of trouble here, leaving pitches out over the plate. Hajimoto first pitch, a base hit to left field. Sawatsky on a 1-1 pitch, and now Galen on the first pitch with a home run. So all of a sudden, a 2-run game has become a 7-run game here in the 7th. And that is going to bring up Cole Garner. For Galen, that is his 7th home run of the year and his 28th run batted in. He was 0 for 3 before that. First pitch from Garrison to Garner on the way, and he'll take a ball up and away. And the count 1-0. Garner today is 1 of 3, had the RBI single to center in the first. And the 1-0 skipped in the dirt by Garrison. And the count goes to 2-0. Ducks bullpen has been so good of late, but Garrison struggling a little bit of late this season. And here today, he's given up an RBI single, a 3-run home run, and a solo home run. Last time Garrison pitched was on May 24th down in Sugar Land. This pitch misses up and away for a ball, and the count 3-0 now on Garner. And in that game, he came in and gave up the walk-off single to Ryan Langerhans in a lefty-lefty matchup. Baez wanted the lefty-lefty matchup with Langerhans. And Garrison gave up the walk-off hit. Before that, he allowed a run in 1 inning. And before that, a run in 2/3 of an inning. So that's now 4 straight outings in which Garrison has allowed a run. And the 3-0 is on the outside corner for strike 1. Again, Casey Barnes, the righty, warming up down the left field line now for the Ducks. And the 3-1 from Garrison. High, deep drive, but foul down the left field line from Garner. That's a fair ball. That might have been back-to-back-to-back home runs. But this one goes way foul, and the count's 3-2. There is a right-hander warming down the right field line for the Barnstormers. He is stopped for the moment as the 1-out, 3-2 pitch coming from Garrison to Garner. Left-hander kicks, fires, and this is swung on and grounded left side and through, a base hit for Garner. That's now 4 straight hits allowed by Garrison out of the bullpen. Now the 8th man of the inning to hit will come to the plate in Austin Gallagher.
The first baseman, Austin Gallagher.
So far, no movement from Kevin Baez in the dugout, so he's going to stick with Garrison here to face the lefty swinging Gallagher. This is probably the last batter that Garrison will face before the righty comes on to face the righty swinging Keelguard. Garrison's first pitch, and this is popped in the air foul. Third base side out of play. Count 0-1.
That means a little more work for your insurance company. Make it less than
Gallagher is 1 of 3 on the night. The one hit was a solo home run to right center back in the 4th inning. That was hit off of Jared Lancer leading off the inning. Runner leads at first. Ruiz plays behind the runner. And the 0-1 is low and outside. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. (9-2) Lancaster leads here in the 7th. 5 runs in the inning. The 1-1. High pop up in the air to shallow left. Coming on, Joe Ashbrodeen. He will make the catch. And back to first goes Garner.
Now batting the designated hitter, Brock Keelguard.
That's the first out recorded by Garrison. And with Brock Keelguard coming to the plate, we'll see if Garrison will stay in. I think he will. So Keelguard comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and he'll face Garrison here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch from Garrison is outside for ball 1. Keelguard struck out swinging in the second and the fourth, and then looking in the sixth. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball down and in from Garrison in the count. Even up at a ball and a strike. It's the most runs the Ducks have allowed in a single inning this year. That's 5. Their previous high was 4, which was last on May 18th against Camden in the third inning. 1-1. That is outside for a ball. And the count goes to 2-1. And this ballpark very different than Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas. That right field wall very close to home plate. The Ducks did not give up a single home run through 3 games in Sugar Land, but have given up 3 here tonight. And the 2-1 way up and outside. Garrison misses again. So the count goes to 3-1. If Keelguard gets on, then Golson, who started this whole inning with a single to left, will come up to hit. The 3-1 pitch coming, and this is chopped foul. Third base side. And we'll do it once again now at 3-2. Garrison with a long look into Castillo. Runner leads at first, 2 away. And a 3-2 to Brock Keelguard, where the runner going is fouled off. Behind the plate just to the first base side. Nice catch by a fan off the rebound. Ball rebounded off the facing of the suite level, right back down to a fan sitting in the second row at the first base side of the plate. Caught it right on the fly. So it'll be a 3-2 from Garrison. And the pitch on the way from the left-hander. He deals, and Keelguard swings and fouls this one off again to the first base side. This one well down the line, and we'll do it once again. "20 pitches, 21 already for Garrison. 13 of them for strikes. So here comes the payoff. 3-2 from Garrison again, and this is swung on in line in the left field. Charging in Brodeen. He'll play it on a hop. It's a base hit. 5th hit allowed by the left-hander in the inning. That'll allow Garner to go to second. And that will bring Baez out of the dugout and spell the end for Garrison. So the Ducks bullpen, which has been so good this year, Garrison faltering here tonight. As he allows hits to 5 of the 6 batters he faces, 5 runs scoring with him on the mound. And now that'll bring in Casey Barnes. We'll take a break and come right back with Lancaster on top of the Long Island Ducks by a count of 9-2.
Hey, this is pitcher Eric Neeson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball.
Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
A long bottom of the 7th inning here for the Barnstormers. They have sent 9 men to the plate to this point. Jared Lansford started the inning after starting the inning with about 97 pitches. Allowed a single, struck out Delmonico, and then walked Juan Apodaca. And Kevin Baez then called on the lefty Steve Garrison with switch hitter Yusuke Kajimoto coming to the plate. Garrison gave up an RBI single to left by Kajimoto, a 3-run home run to Lance Sawatsky, a solo homer to Blake Galen, a single to Cole Garner, got a fly out from Austin Gallagher, then allowed a single to Brock Kielgard. And that spells the end of the night for Garrison, so Casey Barnes is now in the ball game. As Golson comes to the plate for the second time in this inning, trying to extend a 9-2 Lancaster lead. First pitch on the way from Barnes, and Golson fouls this one off behind the plate for strike one.
Another window needs a little work.
Golson started the inning with a single to left. He is 2 of 3 in the game with 2 runs scored and a stolen base. Also has a strikeout. From the stretch, Barnes is ready. And the 0-1. There's a fastball downstairs. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Casey Barnes on the season for the Ducks. 0-1 record, 5.02 ERA. 7 games, 1 start. He's allowed 8 runs on 16 hits and 14 in the third inning. 7 walks to 16 strikeouts. 1-1. Popped up in the air to right field. Drifting back is Myers. Warning track in front of the wall. He jumps up and it's off the wall. In to score from second is Garner. Kielgard will score from first on the 2-run double by Golson, and it is 11-2 Lancaster here in the 7th inning. That's one of those Lancaster doubles. Right to the wall, 300 feet from home plate, a high pop-up. That hits the wall, 2 runs scoring. Both of those charged to Garrison, and that will close out his line. And that will bring up Tony Delmonico. So a tough night for Steve Garrison as he lasts just 1/3 of an inning. Allows 5 hits and 5 runs. This pitch misses for a ball. On the count 1-0, all 5 of them earned. Did not walk or strike out a batter and allowed 2 home runs. Be a 1-0 here to Delmonico, who is 1 of 2. And he lines one into left center field, going out. Dan Lyons. He'll make the catch on the outfield grass. So the inning finally comes to a conclusion, but not before the Barnstormers get 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the top of the 8th here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It's now 11-2 in favor of the Barnstormers.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Pavers, let Nicoloc Pavers pave your way.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball.
Bethpage Ballpark is set. Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Oh, we are back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. We go to the 8th inning. It is all Barnstormers now after a 7-run bottom of the 7th inning. They now lead it by a count of 11-2. New pitcher is in for Lancaster. It is right-hander Brody Downs. He takes over for Pete Andrelzik, who goes 2 perfect innings of relief. No hits, no runs, no walks or strikeouts. And so Brody Downs will come on and pitch, and he'll face the top three in the Ducks order, as Long Island now will need to find a way to rally back if they want to win this one. Again, the good news for the Ducks is that the Somerset Patriots have lost tonight in New York against the Revolution, so even if the Ducks cannot find a way to come back in this game, they will not lose any ground in the standings to the Patriots. Of course, though, these are the nights you want to win when the Patriots drop a game. Of course, the Ducks don't know that as they are out on the field. First pitch misses low and inside for ball one to Lantini, who is 1 of 3 in the game. He doubled, reached on an error, and fly to center. He's also scored a run. 1-0 is up high and outside for ball 2. Downs on the year has a record of 1-1, 5.79 ERA in 18 games and 1 start. He has also picked up 2 saves. And the 2-0 ripped on the ground foul down the third base line. So the count is 2-1. For Downs, he's pitched 18 2/3 innings, 27 hits, 12 runs, all of them earned. He has walked 5 and struck out 15. Two-1 from the righty, and Lantini takes up high for ball 3. Downs last pitched on May 25th in York, game 2 of a doubleheader. Pitched a inning and a third of relief, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And the 3-1, swing and a miss, good fastball, and Lantini cut right through it. So the count is full at 3-2. Lantini's double was his team leading 9th of the season. And the 3-2, way outside for ball 4, so Lantini draws the walk. It's a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. Third walk drawn by the Ducks in this ball game, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Cody Puckett. So here's Puckett to bat from the right side. Almost hit a home run his last time up. And here he takes inside for ball 1. Puckett is 1 of 2 on the day. Grounded to third in the first. Sac fly to right in the third. And then an RBI double off the wall and left in the 5th. So he's now got 17 runs driven in on the year, 5 doubles. And a 1-0. It's a fastball strike over the outside corner. And the count even up at 1-1. Puckett awaits the pitch, runner goes, and this is on the outside corner for a called strike. And the count now 1-2, good fastball from Brody Downs. So Lantini ended up getting the stolen base, and that is his 13th of the year. Runner at second, nobody out, and the 1-2. Kicking the pitch, and Puckett, little nibbler to first, bobbled there by the first baseman, but picking it up and touching first is Gallagher. Lantini crosses over to third, and there's one away. That was a broken back ground ball to the first base side, and Gallagher initially had trouble with it, but the ball stayed right there, and he stepped on the bag. So Puckett retired for the first out of the 8th, and that'll bring up the designated hitter and 3-batter Lou Ford. Ford tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk. He drew the walk back in the first inning. Since then, he has struck out and flied to right in the 5th. Trying to make it a 1-run game, and Greg Olson made a leaping catch on the wall in right. First pitch to Ford here, and that slash foul into the Barnstormer dugout. My goodness. That was right at Stan Kleiber, the hitting coach for the Barnstormers, and he appears to be okay. Walking around in the dugout, everybody on the Barnstormers bench making sure he is all right, and he says he's okay, and Lou Ford tipped his helmet to him, and Clyburn tipped his cap back to him, so that is a good sign of sportsmanship, and fortunately, he is okay. 0-1, swing and a miss by Ford. And the count now 0-2. It was a late hack by Ford, and a hard-hit foul ball, a bullet right into the Lancaster dugout, right in the opening on the right side of the dugout as we view it. So the count 0-2. Downs from the stretch, kicks and fires. The 0-2 is way up and outside for a ball. Count goes to 1-2. It looks like the official score ruled defensive indifference rather than a stolen base for Lentini, so he might be stuck at 12. Again, an 11-2 game. The Barnstormers aren't going to be overly concerned about the one runner going for second. Now the 1-2 to Ford. Swinging a ground ball too short. That'll get a run home. Gobbled up by Zawatsky. His throw to first is in time for the out. Scoring on the play is Lentini, an RBI ground out for Luke Ford. And the Ducks get their third run of the ball game, closer within 11-3. Give Ford the run batted in, his team leading 25th of the year. And with 2 away, that is going to bring up Joash Brodeen. First pitch on the way, he misses low for a ball to Brodeen, and the count goes to 1-0. Brodeen in this ball game is 1 of 3. He grounded into a force out at second, singled to left, stole second, and popped to short. And it's taken for a called strike. And the count even up at 1-1. 11-3 Barnstormers in the top of the 8th inning. Randy Ruiz waiting on deck for the Ducks. Base is empty now, 2 away, and the Downs 1-1 is on the outside corner for a called strike. And the count goes to 1-2. Downs from the stretch. Drops down, fires sidearm, and it misses low and outside. I'll even up the count at 2-2. Downs has that drop down motion. Barnstormers made a change to their digital scoreboard. They now show the pitch count. Total pitches, balls, and strikes. It's a nice new addition for the Barnstormers out in right center field. 2-2. Low and outside for a ball. Count 3-2. By the way, we were talking earlier about that Ring of Honor. So Barnstormers, in their first 3 Thursday home games of the year, have inducted Ross Peoples, Tommy Everidge, and Blake Galen as the 3 members of their Ring of Honor. They will have 12 total, 10 that are voted on. They're also adding Butch Hobson and Tommy Hurd to their longtime managers. This is fouled off down the right field line. Fans with a nice cheer as one of the Barnstormers in the bullpen jumped up and watched the ball go in between his legs. So the count remains full on Brodeen, trying to get on and bring Ruiz to the plate. 3-2. Swinging a high pop-up on the infield. It's the pitcher now giving away to the third baseman, and it falls in. The ball falls in. Downs was going to make the call on the catch, and then he gave way to the third baseman, Delmonico. It drops in on the infield, and the inning will continue for the Ducks. That's got to be frustrating for the Barnstormers. We're just trying to close this one out as they lead it by a count of 11-3. That high pop-up falls in on the infield. As Downs originally was going to make the call, and then the pitcher, as he's usually told, gives way. And the ball lands in between home and third. So that'll bring Ruiz to the plate, and the first pitch to Ruiz is inside for a ball, the count 1-0. Ruiz 0 for 2 with a walk in this game. They rule it an error by the third baseman, Delmonico. And for Delmonico, it's his second of the ball game and 7th of the year. This misses for a ball again. Downs now with 23 pitches in the inning. And the count 2-0. No action for the Ducks in the bullpen. The game will continue with Casey Barnes after the end of this inning as Ruiz fouls one off. And the count goes to 2-1. Ruiz walked in the second, struck out in the fourth, and grounded to second in the sixth. Brodeen, the runner at first, with 2 away. He leads off. 2-1 pitch upcoming. Downs delivers, and Ruiz chops one here, third base side of the mound. Downs picks up the baseball and fires over to first, and it's dropped by the first baseman, Gallagher. Barnstormers making some defensive blunders here in this 8th inning. 2 in a row have extended the inning. And that is now going to bring up Brendan Harris. That likely will be an error on the first baseman Gallagher or the pitcher Downs.
Third baseman Brendan Harris.
So Brodeen will go down to second base. And Ruiz is safe at first. 2 errors in the inning. And now Rich Rundles, the pitching coach for Lancaster, is going to come out of the dugout and talk things over with Downs to try and settle him down. Downs got to the ball in plenty of time and had enough time to throw, and he threw kind of sidearm over to first base. The ball looked like it was dropped by the first baseman Gallagher, and they do indeed rule an E3, an error on the first baseman Gallagher, which is his second of the season. So see if the Ducks can take advantage here. Again, the Ducks have been held to just 4 hits in this game. They have 3 runs, but trailed by 8, 11-3, thanks to the 7-run 7th inning. Now, Lancaster is fortunate that these blunders are happening now when they are up by so many runs than if this was a 2-run ball game like it was before that 7th inning. So here is Harris to the plate. And the first pitch from Downs is swung on and grounded left side, bobbled briefly by Delmonico. He recovers, throws to first. This is in time for the out. And the side is retired. Ducks end up getting a run without a hit. They got a run on 2 errors and a walk, and they leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 8. It is now the Barnstormers 11 and the Ducks 3.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Lauren, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here. Bottom of the 8th inning at Clipper Magazine Stadium with the Lancaster Barnstormers holding an 11-3 lead over the Long Island Ducks. Casey Barnes will stay in the ball game to pitch the bottom of the 8th, and he will face for the Barnstormers the 9-1 and 2 hitters. It'll be Juan Apodaca, Yusuke Kajimoto, and Lance Zawadzki. Ducks get a run back in the 8th. Now, all 3 times the Ducks have scored a run in this game, it has been after an inning in which the Barnstormers have scored. Unfortunately, the 1 run in the 8th comes after Lancaster puts up a 7-run 7th inning to put the game well in the hands of the Barnstormers to this point at 11-2. Still time for the Ducks to come back, of course. They still have the top of the 9th inning, but even despite the 3 errors for the Barnstormers on the board, Lancaster has gotten out of further trouble. Ducks have only had 4 hits in the game. And the 1-0 on the way to Apodaca is a breaking ball strike over the outside corner, 1-1. In a final tonight in York, Pennsylvania, the Revolution 7-2 winners over the Somerset Patriots. Corey Thurman, the win, improved to 1-1. Matt Langwell, the loss, fell to 2-3. No save in the game. Johan Lamonta hit his 6th home run as part of a 5 RBI, 3-hit, 3-run score night for the Revs. Apodaca takes a called strike, and the count goes to 1-2. Bluefish 9, Skeeters 1, top of the 7th in Bridgeport. Kanakoa Texiera started and is still pitching for the Bluefish. Clint Everett started for the Skeeters. Ben Kozlowski is now pitching. 1-2. Low in the dirt, blocked by Castillo. Count 2-2. 4 different players have been replaced by the Skeeters in the game. Ramon Castro 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored, leading the way for the Bluefish in that 9-1 lead. 2-2. Lifted down the right field line, slicing foul and out of play off the bat of Apodaca, who was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Count 2-2. Mets have a 4-2 lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates, bottom half of inning number 6, end of 6 now at Citi Field. No home runs to the game. Edinson Volquez was the starter for the Pirates. And Justin Wilson now pitching. Jonathan East started for the Mets. Vic Black is now in the game. 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Barnes blows the fastball by Juan Apodaca. First strikeout for Barnes, and there's one away here in the 8th. That'll bring up Yusuke Kajimoto. Cardinals have a 4-0 lead over the Yankees. Middle of the 5th inning in St. Louis. No home runs. The Yankees have made 2 fielding errors that have led to 3 runs being scored. David Phelps, the starter for the Yankees, and Lance Lynn, the starter for the Cardinals. First pitch to Kajimoto, and that is over the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. It has been a wild game in Montreal. Canadians scored first, Rangers tied it. Montreal took a 2-1 lead into the second. They scored 2 goals early in the second to knock Henrik Lundqvist out of the game. They had a 4-1 lead as the 0-1 Kajimoto swung on and missed. But then goals by Rick Nash on a power play, Derek Stepan, and Chris Kreider then on a power play tied the game at 4. And a minute after the Rangers tied it, Rene Bourque scored his second of the game, so Montreal now leads at 5-4 nearing the end of the second period at the Bell Center in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Barnes blows one by Yusuke Kajimoto. Second time Kajimoto struck out, second strikeout for Barnes. 2 away, that'll bring up Lance Sawatsky. So the Rangers, who are trying to earn a trip to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time since 1994, have come back from 4-1 down to tie the game, but now trail 5-4 late in the second. They're underway in Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals in the NBA tonight in Oklahoma City, as the first pitch misses inside for ball 1 to Lance Sawatsky. Oklahoma City with a 40-32 lead over the Spurs. 5:29 left in the second quarter. Spurs lead the series 2-1. There's a called strike to Sawatsky, and the count 1-1. Sawatsky was 0 for his first 3, but had a big hit in the 7th, a 3-run home run off of the lefty Steve Garrison.
Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back, and our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegliny.com/community.
Back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the Long Island Ducks fall tonight, line 11-3 pitches. So at that point, Kevin Byes decided to go to his bullpen, and he called on the lefty Steve Garrison to face Yusuke Kajimoto and turn the switch hitter around to the right side. Well, on the first pitch from Garrison, Kajimoto lined an RBI single in the left field, 2-run single, that would score Golson, an RBI single that would score Golson. And that made it a 5-2 game. So the RBI single scoring Golson. And then Lance Sawatsky would come to the plate. And Sawatsky would, on a 1-1 pitch, hit a 3-run home run over the wall in right center, his 4th of the year. And that blew the game open and made it 8-2. Blake Galen would follow with a home run to right center, his 7th of the season, to make it 9-2. Garrison then gave up a single to left by Cole Garner, got Austin Gallagher to fly to left, and then allowed another single to left, this time by Brock Kielgard. And after that 5th hit given up by Garrison, Kevin Byes came out of the dugout, brought in Casey Barnes, and Barnes then would allow a 2-run double to right by Greg Golson off the wall that scored Garner and Kielgard. So overall, 7 runs on 7 hits in the inning and a walk for the Barnstormers, and they took a commanding 11-2 lead at that point. The Ducks would get a run back in the 8th inning when Phelan Lentini drew a walk, he went to second on defensive indifference, went to third on a ground out by Cody Puckett, and then scored on an RBI ground out by Lou Ford. So that made it 11-3. That was as close as the Ducks would come, and the Barnstormers hold on for the 11-3 win. The final totals: 11 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors for the Barnstormers. They left 3 on base. For the Ducks, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left a total of 6. The winning pitcher is Clayton Tanner. He improves to 2-2. 5 innings of 4-hit, 2-run ball, 1 earned. Walked 2, struck out 2. The loser was Jared Lansford. He falls to 1-1, 6 1/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, walked 2 and struck out 7. There was no save. The game took 2 hours and 56 minutes in front of 4,046 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Time to announce tonight's Nico Lock Player of the Game. Guys we can give it to in terms of on the offensive side for the Barnstormers. And I think tonight we're going to give it to Yusuke Kajimoto, who was 2 for 5 at the plate with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Sawatsky had 3 RBIs in that big home run. Golson was 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. But we'll give it to Kajimoto. He had that big 2-run single with 2 out in the second that made it a 3-0 game. And then the RBI single against Garrison that ignited that further rally and ignited a streak of 4 straight hits for the Barnstormers against Garrison. So Yusuke Kajimoto is tonight's Nico Lock Player of the Game. Nico Lock retaining walls and paving stones, a company synonymous with quality and service in the manufactured concrete industry for almost 50 years. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll set you up for the middle game of the series tomorrow here at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hey fans, this is infield Sergio Miranda, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolok paving stones and walls. Nicolok's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolok. Visit the Nicolok Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or nicolok.com.
Let Nicolok pavers pave your way.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from...
Barnstormers defeated the Long Island Ducks by a count of 11-3 to take the opening game of this 3-game series. Ducks fall to 2-2 here on this road trip. Ducks will try and bounce back and score wins in Wednesday and Thursday's game to keep their winning streak alive in series on the road. Ducks have won 4 consecutive series entering this one. Well, we will take one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we wrap things up. Again, the Ducks were helped out by the York Revolution tonight to the west of here, about 25 minutes. Revolution hosting the Patriots, and they won it 7-2. The winning pitcher was Corey Thurman, who improved to 1-1 with 6 innings of 2 unearned runs, 6-hit ball. The loser was Matt Langwell, who fell to 2-3, and there was no save. Johan Lamonta had the only home run of the game, his 6th of the season for York, as part of a 3-hit, 5 RBI, 3-run scored night. So the Ducks remain just 3 games behind the Patriots in the Liberty Division standings. Bluefish all over the Sugarland Skeeters tonight. They lead it 13-1, top half of the 8th inning at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. Kanakoa Texiera started. He is still pitching for the Bluefish. Clint Everett started for the Skeeters. Ramon Delgado is now in the ball game. Brandon Wood has driven in the only run for Sugarland, while Ramon Castro for the Bluefish is 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 3 runs scored, having a terrific night for Bridgeport. The only other game in the Atlantic League was in Southern Maryland, where the Blue Crabs and the River Sharks were postponed after 2.5 innings due to some inclement weather. So that game will be made up at a later date. Pirates and Mets tonight at Citi Field. Mets have a 4-2 lead over the Pirates as they play in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jonathan East started for the Mets. It is now Vic Black pitching. Edinson Volquez started for the Pirates. Justin Wilson is now in the game. No home runs on either side as of now. Juan Lagares has 2 RBIs and 2 hits leading the way for the Mets. Yankees are losing 5-0 to the St. Louis Cardinals in the middle of the 6th inning at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. There has been one home run in the game. Alan Craig for the Cardinals hit his 5th of the year. David Phelps started, and he is still pitching for the Yankees. Lance Lynn started. He is still pitching for the Cardinals. They are just beginning in the third period up north of the border in Montreal. It's been a wacky one between the Rangers and Canadiens, and Montreal has a 5-4 lead over the Canadiens, over the Rangers. Montreal had a 4-1 lead in the second period. Rangers scored 3 straight goals, 2 on the power play to tie the game at 4, but then less than a minute after tying the game, Montreal scored again